Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome to C++ second tutorial. Today we will talk about C++ syntax. Let's break up the following codes and understand it better. So let's go line by line. So line number 1, include the hash include IO stream is actually the header. Is the header file library that let us work with input and output objects such as cout, which is in line 5. So this header actually add functionality to C++ programs. Now the second line, using namespace std, well, means that we can use name for objects and variables from standard library. All right, so I don't need you to worry if you really do not understand those two lines of codes, but for the time being you need to understand those will be included and available in every program. A blank space or blank line, or sometimes they call it space line. So this is white space which can be ignored. So the purpose of it, sometimes we just want to make the code more readable. Now you look to line number 4, which is int main, and you have the parenthesis and the curly open bracket. Then after that you have the close bracket here. So what is this int main? So another thing that always appear in the C++ program is int main, this int main, and this is called a function. So any code inside the curly bracket will be executed. So anything between, this is the open curly bracket and this is the closed curly bracket. For example, this is what is going to be the input for this class. Okay, let's see cout first. So cout, it pronounced as cout. All right. It's an object used together with the insertion operators. This is the insertion operators to output or print out text in or out. For example, cin, that is if you want to let the user to input the information, and cout for the output. All right. Now it's good to mention here that at the end of every here statements you need to end it with semicolon. If you don't do that, then you will get an error. So what else? The last one is return to 0, and this is nothing but it tells actually the ends of the main function. So this is the main function and this is the end of it, so we'll return to 0. Again, remember that you need to close this curly bracket before you end up the program. Now, as we understand, we will try to build and run the program just to make sure everything is working. All right, and as you can see, hello world program is executed. Some programs you will not find this line number 2. There's no user namespace std. You will not find it, or it's omitted. Why is that? It's fine if it's omitted, but you will see it. It's replaced by the keyword here, std, and you have this dot. You will see it replaced by those std dot. Let me just clean this one. All right. Let's try to run it now. See, it works. Okay, that's the end of the second tutorial. Thank you.